Good evening, everybody. And Arsenal have beaten Rapid Vienna in the Europa League, 4-1. It started off with a wonder goal from Alex Lacazette in the 10th minute before a beautiful Nelson cross in the 18th minute set up Pablo Mari for a first start since the Man City game when we first came out of lockdown, and he scored in the 18th minute. Pablo Mari, brilliant header that was off the post. And then Eddie Nketiah in the 44th minute before Koya Kitakawaga in the 47th minute scored quite a shocking goal for Rapid Vienna. We had two saves off the line in that one. KOLASINAC doing all right, but in the end, they managed to score. Emil Smith-Rowe, someone who's not played for quite a while, coming back 66 minutes, and Florent Balogun also getting more minutes under his belt. So before we get into more analysis, so Arsenal have beaten Rapid Vienna 4-1, and obviously the main story of this game was the fans returning. The fans are back again. 2,000 fans in attendance, and obviously I was watching from the TV, but obviously you could feel the difference it made, fans being back in the grounds. And as you can see in this picture as well, obviously socially distancing, as you can guess, and again the chance it actually helped. And yeah, as Dai Ledi says it here, we won a game. It's the Europa League. We've won 5 out of 5 now. We're averaging 3-4 goals a game, so why not? And a brilliant display there from the Gunners. The first goal, as I said, did come from Alex Lacazette. A brilliant, wonderful strike that was swerving around, scoring and hitting the back of the net eventually. And then the next one was Pablo Mari, quite a tiring header that was off a Reece Nelson header. The next one, I'll bring it up now, was indeed from this one, Eddie Nketiah, third one. Ainsley set him up very nicely before he shot and then hit off the goalkeeper. And then Eddie Nketiah slotted the header home. Yes, you can see it now. The third goal was pretty good. The build-up play for that one was very, very good indeed. And we are going to move on to the last one. Ainsley Maitland now setting up Emil Smith-Rowe for the last one, as you can see here, wherever the picture is here. And yeah, that was good from the academy boys there. Emil Smith-Rowe, hopefully that gives him a lot of confidence. I want to see him and Balogun start next week. I hoped they start this week, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. So it is what it is. We are going to have a quick look at the statistics, as we always do in every game. Obviously the 4 goals, as you can see here, and Kitagawaga, I can't spell it. I can't be asked. But we did have 22 shots in this game to their 7. We had 11 shots on target to their 4. We had 71% possession to their 29%, 607 passes to their 258, 86% pass accuracy to their 68%, 7 fouls to their 9, 2 yellow cards each, no red cards, 3 offside for us to their 1, 13 corners for us to their 2. But looking at the main thing, which is the table in the Europa League now, Molde actually beating Dundalk 3-0, so that puts Molde in a very good position to qualify within this group. But we have officially now we have topped the group, which is very good indeed. 5 wins, no draws, no losses, 16 goals for, only 3 goals against, which 2 of them have actually come against Rapid Vienna, and the other one came against Molde. Yeah, 15 points for us. We've won all 5 games in the Europa League, and we will be qualifying for the next round. As you know, as we thought, when this draw came out, we were expecting to easily win this one quite comfortably. So I'm not surprised at all that we have won this game. But we are going to get straight in to the player ratings. Again, quite a few players doing well, but again, some players like ELNENY, who we'll get onto, didn't have the greatest of games, obviously coming back. So, it takes time for them to adjust, a bit rusty, not played football for a while, obviously having to isolate, etc., etc. So not doing probably the best as they could have. But we move, and we are going to bring it up now. So starting off, in goal, Alex RUNARSSON. Again, had a few shaky moments in the game, but overall, I thought he was very good. Didn't have many complaints from him at all. So for RUNARSSON, I will give him a 6. Again, for RUNARSSON, I've been very happy with him this season. He has done quite well for himself, especially in some of these Europa League games. He hasn't really put a foot wrong, especially other than the mistake against Molde. He couldn't really done anything for their goal, so I will give RUNARSSON a 6. Next one is CEDRIC Suarez moving into the back four. CEDRIC, he did his job. He's one of those players. He's not going to put much of a foot wrong. But again, you're up against Rapid Vienna, you're not going to put much of a foot wrong. So for CEDRIC Suarez, I will give him a 6. Next one, Squadron MUSTAFI. Again, all right, nothing special. Made 1 or 2 mistakes, but overall, there's a decent performance from him. And yeah, he capped it. I think he captained the side after Lacazette came off as well, so decent for him. Next one, Pablo Mari. What is the accents coming from? I have no clue, but Pablo Mari is the next one. And again, I thought he played very well. He got their gold, obviously not played for 6 months, and I thought for him to get onto the score sheet will give him a lot of confidence. Yeah, some say, start Pablo Mari and Gabriel together, but I just don't think that would work because they're both left-sided centre-backs. Again, if there is some way to work it out, they're probably our 2 best centre-backs at the moment, so you may as well, try it. I hope he does try against Spurs, but I'll have to think about that one. Reading off some comments, so jealous of the fans who went. Yeah, it was a good game. Arsenal did put on a show. We were dominant for most of that game. Hope to win the ticket ballot versus Burnley. Have you put a ticket ballot in for that game? Have you? I'm not too sure. Next one, said KOLASINAC playing on the left-hand side. Again, wasn't great. He was getting targeted down that left-hand side every single time, they had an attack. They always went down KOLASINAC's side. That's pretty obvious. He is pretty, what you call targetable. And for that, I'll give him a 5. So moving on, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Ainsley, yeah, he did well. Obviously got the assist for Smith Rowe's goal. I think he should have scored that dink, but then he just blasted it wide. I have no clue why he did that. But Ainsley, I thought he played very well today. You can see him on the screen right now with Emil Smith Rowe, celebrating with him. And I thought it was a good performance overall by him, and I've got no problems whatsoever. He did play in that midfield, and I think, again, being very versatile, it does suit him, playing various different positions. So, yeah, Ainsley a 7. Leave your player ratings in the comments section down below. And ELNENY was the next one, Mohamed ELNENY. I'll give him a 4. Again, I said this before we started the player ratings. Quite rusty, obviously just coming back. It's a tough one, but yeah, will he play against Spurs? I think I will probably put him down to start because we don't really have any more options, do we? Obviously, since Thomas Partey look like he's going to be out, I probably will put him in to my side in case there is a slim chance he can play. You don't want to miss out on that because, as I said, a half-fit Partey is probably better than our entire midfield combined. So, yeah, only a 4 for me. Next one, Eddie Nketiah, obviously getting on the score sheet. And I thought, for once, his hold-up play was very good today, which is something I was very impressed of. His hold-up play, that's something you don't really associate with Nketiah. But again, he has to show that in the Premier League. All good doing it in these Europa League games, but you have to show it when you do get the chance in the Premier League. And he has got a lot of chances, so you can't put that past. Why do you ban me? Oh, must have been by accident. Sorry about that. I can unblock you. But Eddie Nketiah, I'll give him a 7. Next one, Nicola Pepe. I thought he was a bit quiet today. LDL, I'm not too sure what's going on here. Yeah, I'm just gonna block a few people that are messing about in the chat, but sort out. Nicolas Pepe, I'll give him a 5. As I said, Pepe is one of them. He has on and off games. Today was a chance, to get a few more goals, build up his confidence ahead of a Premier League return. I think after the game against Burnley, I can't remember exactly which one it is. Yeah, it's the one after against Burnley. So it's still a bit time to see him in the Premier League, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Moving on, Reece Nelson. I thought he was quite good today. Didn't get a goal, but I'm pretty sure he did get assist for one of the goals. Again, I thought he played really well. He's very aggressive, doing everything very well. And thoughts on your manager? I know you. You know my thoughts on the manager. Sack him. He's out of his depth. But again, these games you're gonna win because you're gonna put our youngsters. They want to prove themselves, and they're gonna want to win games. And any manager I could have managed that game and said, look, I'm gonna put these players out there. I'm gonna rest my usual ones. Go out there, be yourselves, do what you can do, and win the game. And that's exactly what we did. It doesn't take a lot of tactical analysis to solve that one out. But for Nelson, I'll give him a 6. Man of the match for me, Alex Lacazette. What a finish that was. And overall, him playing in that number 10 last week, when he did play in that number 10 in the Europa League game, I just don't think it suited him. But in this game, really, I thought he was very good. And I'm very impressed by his performance. And I will give him a 9. Go check out that goal if you haven't already. Going to the substitutes, first of all, Emil Smith-Rowe. Yeah, you can have a shout out, also known as Nandes one. I think I accidentally put him on timeout, so unlucky. But yeah, go subscribe to his podcast channel, which he has not uploaded a single video. But yeah, I'll still shout out. But Smith-Rowe, a 6 out of 10. Got the goal, obviously. Yes, it was a tap-in, but it will give him confidence going forward, and I want to see him start next week. I've already said that. Willian wasn't on for much, tried. I'll give him a 5. Danny Ceballos, 6.5. I thought he played very well when he come on. He should have scored a free kick as well. Had a few chances, pulling the strings, doing what he can do. And I want to see Ceballos play more further up the field. I want to see that against Spurs, but I think maybe Lacazette will play cam. I'm not sure, but Ceballos plays deep for me, and that's where his talent is wasted. So you don't want that to happen. And yeah. Thank you for that. So that is it for my player ratings, and unless you guys not got any comments, I will probably look to end the stream now. But leave your thoughts. I will do a live stream for the Tottenham preview. That will probably be on Friday night, or the Saturday night. Scum. Right. I think I will look to end the stream now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please subscribe. See you guys next one. Bye bye.